Man, it was today a long, hot day. We had a few unusual things happen. There's a lot of driving in this video from today, so if you don't like to watch the driving stuff, just skip like to the last minute and a half, and I think you'll like it to the end of it. Somebody pulled this really crazy pass on us and ran somebody off the road, and it was just ridiculous, but that'll be at the very end. But the rest of it, we went to the Air and Space Museum, so there's a bunch of airplanes in the middle of it too, and then a lot of just cool scenery from driving and stuff. But if you're not into the driving stuff, there's no mechanical stuff whatsoever. It's just a fun trip today, 560 miles, and tell you about what happened with everything. And if somebody would have been driving on the route that I went today in a bus like this, and they didn't pay very close attention to their gauges, they probably would have blown their engine up. There were several times I had to downshift. I needed to keep it cool. It was a lot of steep hills, up over 4,000 feet at some point. My engine is terrible at that kind of altitude. It's just, I have no power whatsoever. My top speed, over 3,000 feet is like 65, maybe 66. So it's nothing like what it was, down closer to sea level. With the lack of oxygen, I just can't produce the kind of power that I need to do that. And the engine gets warmer because there's not as much air cooling, through the radiator too. So I just had to keep an eye on it, downshift on the hills, let off a little bit, go a little slower. I got up to 200 degrees a couple of times today, real easy too. If somebody would have not been paying attention, just left their foot in it, they would have blown the engine up. It was a tough day, and I monitor my gauges, constantly. Oil level, we're down about 1.5 quarts from when we left home. So I put 1 quart in this morning. It's about 1/2 quart down, 500 miles today. And I'm not sitting exactly level, so it might be a little bit less than 1 quart. But the engine's doing great. Everything's been wonderful with it, real happy with it. So we stayed at the Walmart last night. Check out the windshield. That's like 1 million little butterflies. I couldn't believe how many they were. Everything is coated. The bikes are coated too. There's one hanging out, poor little guy. There's a truck stop just right here at the intersection. We're gonna go fuel up this morning. Diesel was $2.70 we saw when we came in last night. So far the bus has been really good. We were up to almost 2,000 feet at one point, and I had to come to a stop. And at 2,000 feet, I'm already rolling some coal with the bigger size injectors. So it's funny that it already makes that difference. We're getting a little bit of oil flicks on the back of the bus. Nothing horrible. We're down 1 quart, and that would be from when we left home. I haven't added anything since we left home, and that was let's see, so about 550, 330. Is that 880 miles, is that right? Too early to do math. So anyways, we're getting close to 1,000 miles. And 1 quart is phenomenal oil usage / most of that's got to be lost, judging by the trips and stuff. So there was quite a few RVs here in the parking lot last night. There was probably 30 of them. Sturgis is going on right now, and we're going to be going right by Sturgis in a little bit. I'd like to get at least 500 miles today. Maybe more. Yesterday I had a late start because I did work for a couple hours in the morning, and then we didn't leave till after that. So should be an easy day today. I'll finish. Go fuel up. just had to pull off the highway here. A bee thing, I don't know, whatever it was, came through the window and landed behind me in the seat and then stung me in the back. And it hurt like hell. So I wanted to pull off. I didn't know if there was a stinger still in me. I didn't want to lean back against it. But Kelly got rid of the bee and she doesn't see a stinger in me. But man, that little thing hurt. It wasn't really little, it was a big bee. I'll show you a picture of it. Now we gotta get back on the road. So I had to roll the window up. We got about a mile down the road after the bee sting. And another bee came through the window and landed on my shirt. This one didn't sting me though. And then shortly after that, we were noticing that bees were hitting the windshield every 30 seconds or so. And every once in a while, you get 5 or 6 up at a time. So we rolled up the window, started the generator. That lets us turn on the roof air so we can ride with air conditioning. It's pretty comfortable in here right now. We keep hitting these big pockets of bees. They're everywhere. Came out to the South Dakota Air and Space Museum today. We're a little ahead of schedule, so we got some time. Lots of cool stuff. That's my favorite airplane of all time. Well, a DC-3 is, so C-47, military version, same thing. I love them. That one's Kelly's favorite. I'm going to downshift into third. Engine was getting a little warm. It was up to 194 and we were losing speed. Pretty. We're priming right now about 42 mile an hour. About 3 feet a second. Watch this most ignorant pass that somebody made on me today, and I was doing the speed limit when they did pass me, which was even more dumb of them. I saw him coming, I slowed down, hit my brakes. Look at that, he wasn't even in a hurry to get out of that lane. He made that other guy go off the road. Isn't that crazy? Look at that windshield. It's crazy. Well, the bus got thoroughly coated today. What are the bikes? Crazy day. We're at a campground tonight. We wanted to be plugged in. It was too hot last night to not have a generator running. So we'll have the air conditioning going. So $35 to be able to have power. We made it about 560 some miles today. So it's a pretty good day.